Morning, everyone. I'm going to call this regular meeting of the Wilson County Commissioners Court to order. Today's date is Monday, April 27th, 2026, and the time is 9 o'clock a.m. Let the minutes reflect we have a quorum of full court in session. And before we begin, we'll have our prayer by Elder Adrian Brown and our pledges of allegiance.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you again for another day that you have given to us to serve you. We want to thank you and praise you for the rain, for your love for us. Be with each one here. Be with those that are dealing with illnesses due to the weather or anything else. And we ask for your healing hand to be upon us. Be with the proceedings of this court. And Lord, we ask for your Holy Spirit to come and guide in a way that only you know how and you know what's best. This I pray and I thank you for bringing each one of us here safely. Pray in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We move to public comment. Do we have any public comment? We have Mr. Billy Martin.
Judge Whitman, Commissioner King, rest of the folks here. My name is Billy Martin. I'm going to talk real quick today because I don't have much time. I'm a colonel. I hold a doctorate of divinity, former subject matter expert for the United States government in counterterrorism. Carried a badge all the way up through federal for a lot of years. I moved down here to Wilson County because I thought it was a good place to live. Well, I got some comments today, real quick. One, anybody that votes for this thing that's going on down at Stockdale has no idea about the repercussions that's going to happen to the community. I say repercussions, within a 6-mile radius of where they put up, your animals will drop 30% in poundage weight. The temperature will rise a minimum of 6%. How do I know these things? Because I do my damned homework. There's only 2 of you sitting in here today that are worthwhile sitting in those seats. Just 2 of you. There's a cabal that goes on in this country, in this community, that people are afraid of. I sat through a trial this last week watching the sheriff's department, the DA, and a bunch of people try to crucify people, just like they've done to a couple of you in here. I don't ever go to war with somebody. I've been to war for a lot of times. I put 197 terrorists in the ground. I've been shot a bunch of times, blown up, 100% disabled. And I've never brought this up here before, I'm a former POW. I helped put the cabal, the Kansas City mob, the top 3 people, in federal pen. They put a bomb in my car, a bomb in my house, kidnapped my girlfriend, put a contract on my mother, my father, my daughter, and me. And if the people in this county think that you're going to make me back down, you've got another whole thing coming. From the DA's office all the way down to the sheriff's department. As I've said before, I never go to war till I have already won. And it's coming about 1 minute to midnight. I'm tired of people telling me, we wish we could do something about the corruption in this county. And there is massive corruption in this county. You got people holding seats that aren't qualified to be there because they're run by somebody that sits in an office just up the street. Going behind the scenes, intimidating people. Tried to intimidate me. Tried to bribe me. You want to bribe my ass? You come to the wrong man. You want to look up something? Go to Facebook and look up the $1 Million Assassin. Go down about 6 or 7. You see a picture of Liam Neeson. You look to that time period. There's about an hour in there. Go to starting about minute 35. You'll find out I'm the guy that turned down $1 million to take somebody out. You can't bribe me. You can't threaten me. You can't hold me back, and I'm ready to go to war. Like I said before, a friend of mine is the man that wrote Tombstone, did the screenplay for it, Johnny Fasano. 2 of the main characters in there were acquaintances of mine. Val Kilmer. His tombs out in Tombstone, that's where his seminary plot is. And he had 2 great things to say in that movie. Kurt Russell bought him that ground for him to be buried in. 2 things. Hell's coming and I'm coming with it. And I will be your huckleberry. Thank you, folks, and you have a real nice.
Agenda item number 4, certificates, completions, awards, and bond continuations. Inspiring curiosity in connection with nature, discovering the wonders right outside your door by Nikki Storr. Stepping up family engagement from birth through high school, Nikki Storr. Loose Parts Alive, Exploring Nature, Nikki Storr. Nature-Based Emergent Curriculum, The Power of Place for Planning, Nikki Storr. And Texas Association of Counties, Basics of County Investment, Commissioner Gary Martin. We put those in the minutes. Agenda item number 5, discuss and take action to approve a proclamation of the month of May 2026 for ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. I had to say that about 10 times so I get it right, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Do we have anybody from this organization here that's going to present that? All right, I'll read the proclamation. Whereas amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive, fatal, neurodegenerative disease in which a person's brain loses connection with their muscles, slowly reducing a person's ability to walk, talk, eat, and eventually breathe. And whereas thousands of new ALS cases are reported every year, and estimates show that every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with ALS and someone passes away from ALS. And whereas on average, patients diagnosed with ALS survive only 2 to 5 years from the time of diagnosis. And whereas the exact causes of ALS are unknown and there is no known cure for ALS. And whereas people who have served in the military are more likely to develop ALS and die from the disease than those with no history of military service. And whereas securing access to new therapies, durable medical equipment, and communication technologies is of vital importance of people living with ALS, and whereas clinical trials play a pivotal role in evaluating new treatments, enhancing quality of life, and fostering assistive technologies for those living with ALS, and whereas the ALS Association is the largest philanthropic funder of ALS research globally and has committed more than $154 million to support more than 550 projects across the United States and 18 other countries. And whereas the ALS Association is committed to make ALS livable and cure it from everyone, everywhere. And whereas ALS Awareness Month provides an opportunity to increase public awareness of the dire circumstances of people living with ALS, acknowledge the terrible impact this disease has had on those individuals and their families, and support research to eradicate this disease. Now, therefore, in official recognition, we, the undersigned, do hereby proclaim May 2026 an ALS Awareness Month. I call upon all Americans to join in supporting ALS research, advocating for increased funding, and standing in solidarity with those affected by this relentless disease. Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation for the month of May 2026 for ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
Motion made by Commissioner Paradola, second by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 5? Hear none, I call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 6, we have Nikki Storer, Wilson County Librarian, discuss take action on allowing the Wilson County Library System to participate in the Empty Shelves program that resells library books, including those that are donated to the library. Ms. Storer?
Good morning. When we relocated the Lavernia Library to Camden's, we did a deep dive into the library's inventory there in Lavernia, and we ended up removing several thousand books that had sat on the shelf for 10 years, that maybe some one person in 10 years checked the book out. So because these are considered county property, I need your permission to declare them as surplus so we can try to sell them to another company. The company that I found, it's a new one, it's called Empty Shelves. They will pay us $2 on the book. They pay for the shipping. They give us a check for every book for $2 that we send to them. I'm here today to get your permission to declare the books as surplus. And then my final request is to have any money that's generated from this program returned to the library's fund as miscellaneous income, not to the general
I
fund.
think everything is right, except for that last point. I have to add, that has to go back to the general fund.
Uh,
I believe, because I was doing some research, so anything that was purchased out of the library fund should go back into the library fund.
Okay?
Because it is separate, according to Texas Local Government Code 323.023, any funds that come out of there should be returned back.
Okay, that clarifies that. All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Everything's good, Mr. Rowell?
Yes. So, are you gonna send them all of these books? Is that,
No, it's an online program that we have to find somebody to check in with this company, and we scan the UPC label, and then the company tells us if they want the book or not. Your options for this company is to sell it on consignment or a flat rate of $2. I personally would like to have the $2 than to sit there and wait for a consignment check to come.
so we'll hold the books, they'll send us an order for whatever.
And they send us the packing list, we just provide the box, and they
Give you-
they provide us the shipping label.
Label and,
Mhm.
okay, all right.
Is that a motion, sir?
Oh, no, but I will make a motion. I'll make a motion to declare the books from the Lavernia Library as surplus, to allow library to sell these books, or resell the books through the Empty Shelves program, and to place any funds earned from that back in the library. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 6? Hear none, a call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 7, discuss take action to approve the updated pauper burial policy. Updated policy has been reviewed and approved by the county attorney. Y'all should have already had that on there. We're good to go, Mr. Rowland. I know that Ms. Huron reviewed it and said it was good. Mhm.
And what were the changes?
I don't know if there was any changes, Commissioner. There was some additions. We took some policies from other counties. Instead of reinventing the wheel, we just used theirs. It was pretty good.
But I mean, what do they pertain to? What part of that policy do they pertain to?
I haven't read the updated one. It's right here if you want to take a look at it.
You got a written copy, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We do about maybe 3 to 4 a year, and sometimes we don't have any. But it comes out of the same fund as we do for autopsies. Mhm. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
We would get the information from them, and, then the judge would go through and see if they qualify. But what I see now is there is an actual application, they're going to fill out, and we're gonna have that. So that's really what it looks like.
When I worked for Atasco, so that became a considerable problem. They were having 3 or 4 in 1 month, and so we developed I don't know if she ripped off that, but we had an application to make sure they qualified as indigent like you would for anything else, for attorney's fees and.
And even without that, I've turned them down. 'Cause
Yes.
I was with the family in, and they were able to at least do cremation.
And this just formalizes probably what you're already doing, but, so that everybody's under the same rules and regulations. But like I said, I don't know what it's like over there now, but we were having a string of 4 or 5 a month at one point.
And then we cap it at 950 of them, cremation. Also found out we had a Jane Doe that was tragically killed and run over on 181, and we were unable, after everything we tried to do, including the sheriff's office trying to find out who she was. We weren't able to identify her through fingerprints. We found out we cannot cremate a Jane Doe or a John Doe.
Correct, yes.
They have to be formally buried, so we had to buy a funeral plot here with Floresville, and of course, and buried him in a casket. That was news to me.
Yeah, we had that problem too.
So are we keeping this same policy and then adding this application, or
The application is the new part.
that's the only thing that's changing?
I believe without looking at it, probably is formalizing what was already being.
Because, I mean, this is
Yeah.
typed up and signed by the
Yes.
prior court, and so that's why I'm asking. So
Yeah.
nothing's changing except
Except for
adding
the
this application.
Yeah, application, which I'm gonna guess looks real familiar to me. Yeah.
Okay, if you want to look at it, go ahead.
Yeah, it's an indigency application like we had so
And I believe we got that from another county, or several other counties are using the
I
exact same
think the state
application.
now has a form. It looks like it may be a form from the state.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to accept this, approve this burial policy.
Make a motion that we accept the updated proper burial policy for Wilson County.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Caradola. Is there any other discussion regarding this agenda item, number 7? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Go to agenda item number 8. We have Commissioner Gary Martin discuss and take action to close the courthouse parking lot on May 2nd, 2026.
Yes, as we have done in the past, as to close the parking lot during the city elections, I'm going to propose that we close it at 5 p.m. on May 1st and reopen it Sunday morning, Sheriff, or what time do you want to reopen it Sunday morning? 9 o'clock.
Second. All right, motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. I have one question. Commissioner, you going to have your guys put those signs back up for us?
Yes, the signs will be put up. Yeah, the sheriff's office does the signs because this is an enforceable action by the sheriff's office. And I will provide the barricades for them to be able to block the parking lot.
Yes, all right, any other discussions regarding this agenda item? Commissioners? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Move to agenda item number 9, Ms. Olga Marrero, Elections Administrator. We go to 9A, discuss take action on accepting the grant award from Help America Vote Act Election Security in the amount of $42,500 with a cash match of $8,500.
morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Basically, what you read, I'm here to request the approval to accept it. We had applied for the HAVA June of last year, and so now it's coming down to where our deadline is July to use the funds. And right now, we need security, so what we're going to use it for is our central count, which is the room that counts the votes on elections. And so we need to have security in there, which we don't have. We need to make sure that all of our facility is very well monitored. So we're going to be used some of that for that.
Kayla, you gotta add anything to that?
No, just what she said. We've already gotten the award, we're just for you guys to accept it.
Okay. Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 9A.
Make a motion to accept the grant award from Help America Vote Act Election Security in the amount of $42,500 with the cash match of $8,500.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, second by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding 9A? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 9B, discuss take action on accepting the cash match of $8,500. This amount would come from the fund 1301 Elections 10% Fund.
Correct.
Right? I think we've already talked about it in the first.
So there's money there?
Yes, so, Fund 1301, those are funds that Olga receives, from contracts for each election that she holds from different entities. So that's a completely separate fund. It can be used for election for this grant, the match. And there is about $40,000 in there.
I'll make a motion on accepting the cash match of $8,500. The amount would come from Fund 1301 Elections 10% Fund.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding 9B? None, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion passes. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Agenda item number 10, discuss and take action on considering allowing the burn ban to expire. Where's, Marshall, you here today, sir?
Judge, Commissioners, how are y'all this morning?
Good.
Obviously, you guys know we've gotten great rainfall. Our KBDI's dropped over 200 points just in the past couple of weeks. Puts us below 500. We're at 439 right now for our daily high. TFS doesn't recommend a burn ban until we're in the 600s when we start looking at it. So I'm more than comfortable with allowing this burn ban to expire. As always, we'll keep our eye on the weather and changing weather conditions, rain, all that stuff to see if we need to reinstate it at some point. But at this moment, I'm good with allowing it to expire.
So we vote to let it expire. Is it midnight tonight or is it immediately? Because people are going to start calling us like,
Yeah.
I heard you in court. Now, when does it start?
I think it comes down to y'all, honestly. It's max we can put it in place is 90 days at a time. This is day 91, I believe, if we're counting day by day. So I'm good allowing folks.
Technically
to burn
expired
it.
yesterday.
Yeah, technically midnight, right?
Expired. Really nothing.
So I'm good allowing it to continue.
Sure, some of our residents have already started.
Oh yeah, my phone's been ringing.
Yeah,
off
there's
the
some that have got made.
Including a
an early
neighbor
start.
of mine. Anyway, okay, I'll entertain a motion.
County attorney says that we need to do, no action works. It
No
expires,
action.
it expires.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll pass it. No action.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yep.
Agenda item number 11, we have Commissioner King discuss and take action on revising Wilson County private improvement within the public right-of-way regulations PIP road.
All right, so updated the PIP row regulations. We had that meeting during part of our subdivision regulations. So there's a copy for all of you right there. There's a record of changes out there. We added about culverts, your CMP and your RCP. within your definitions. As well as we've taken out, permitting any type of signs within the right-of-ways. This has become a major problem for all of us in our crews, having, whether we're shredding or whatever we have to do within the right-of-way, getting out, throwing it away, doing everything else. So, no more signage in the right-of-ways is one of the big things as well. Like I said, your corrugated metal pipe for your driveways at a minimum of 18 inches. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot besides the very last page where contractors shall contact Wilson County Permitting Office for a pre-pour inspection prior to pouring concrete or placing asphalt. The reason we did that is because of our new subdivisions that we keep having a problem with. Mr. Wood is going out there to find out they have already poured a concrete driveway, which is wrong. Wrong culverts, wrong everything, it doesn't match the plat, so they shall call and make sure that this pre-pour is done before they pour anything. I know I got a couple of driveways that they need to rip up and redo. A lot of money. And the county shouldn't have to pay for it.
I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 11.
I will make a motion on revising Wilson County private improvement within public right-of-way regulations, PIPRO.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Do we have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 11? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 12, Lou Serato, Permitting Development Director, A, Utility Permits. And let me see what we got. We'll do the first two. Permit 887, Sunco Water Supply Corporation, Precinct 3, County Road 416. And A2, Permit 888, Clear Fork Creek Solar LLC, Precinct 4, County Road 482, review and approve. Hold on. Let me go to, no, that's for the non-standard plans. Okay, for those two. Go ahead.
Yes, these, both of these permits are located in Precinct 4 in Commissioner Aiken's precinct. The first one is for Sunco Water Supply. It's a regular utility water line. The second one is also a water line for Clear Fork Creek Solar Company. They're here if you have any questions, but they're just your simple utility permits that need to be approved through the county.
888, are you sure that's correct?
The number?
No. You said water line for them.
Clear Fork, it's for, oh, I'm sorry, it's not
Right.
water, conduit.
Right, it's conduit. I've inspected both sites and I have no problem with it. And make a motion that we accept permit 887 and permit 888.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding 12A1 and 2? Hearing none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Move to 12A3, Permit 889, Frontier Precinct 3, Deer Ridge Estates, Miller's Cove, Miller's Crossing, County Road 361. Review and approve.
This is for Frontier fiber optic lines in Precinct 3 in Commissioner Perdola's precinct.
I will make a motion that we approve permit number 889 for Frontier in Precinct 3, Deer Ridge Estates, Miller's Cove, Miller's Crossing, County Road 361.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding 12A3? Call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We go to 12B, non-standard plats and variances. 1 and 2, we'll start with 1, Shady Grove Lane, 843, Precinct 4, Hawley. And 2, Shady Grove Lane, 847, Precinct 4, Hawley.
So this will be the last of our non-standard plat variances that will be addressed this way. With our new regulations, we will address them with either Tier 1 or Tier 2. This would classify under a Tier 2. These are two adjacent lots in Wood Valley Acres. They are both, I believe, 2.25 acre tracts being split down the middle. This was tabled at our last review committee pending community approval. The options were presented to the property owner who is here, if you have any questions, to either follow the replat process, put in the newspaper and let the community know, or get the letters from the community, or to get a letter from the homeowners association, which they were able to get and provide to our office. Again, this was tabled, so the decision would be of the commissioners whether they want to approve this division of land.
But they have met, the reason it was tabled, they haven't satisfactorily met that because they went to the HOA.
Yes, what the review committee was asking for was community approval. They didn't have a homeowners association letter at that time. They did provide that to our department. Like I said, the property owner is here. If you have any questions, her and her daughter are here.
I drove by there, they're just looking to split, as you just said, the property, which has been done at subdivision before.
Is there a motion, gentlemen?
Well, did we do 843 and 846?
Yeah, we did them both.
We did them both, okay. I'll make a motion that we accept the non-standard plat or variances on Shady Grove Lane 843 and Shady Grove Lane 847.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Is there any other discussion regarding B, 1, and 2? There none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay.
Abstain.
Okay, we have them stand. Motion passes. Did you also, I'm sorry, I heard it.
Yeah, he voted no, right?
Correct.
And I abstained.
Well, then I have to vote. Aye. Vote in affirmative. Motion passes. Agenda item 12C, subdivision regulations amendment, discuss and take action.
This is a small amendment to our new regulations. After going through them, I realized there's no definition for what the county considers a dense lot subdivision. I have spoken to all the commissioners, I've asked for their opinions, and I think we've all decided that we will keep it as a half-acre lot. So what the county considers a dense lot or dense lot subdivision would be half-acre or anything under that. Yes, ma'am. So what we've always had in the past or considered a dense lot subdivision has been half-acre. With our new regulations, and I'm sorry I didn't get to speak about it last time, but I lost my voice last Commissioner's Court. What the county will still consider dense lots is half-acre. So half-acre, anything smaller than that will be a dense lot subdivision. In our new regulations, we do ask that if you're establishing a dense lot subdivision, that you have the wider roads, the wider pavement. We do that for safety issues so that our emergency vehicles can go in and out. If you have someone parking on the sides of the street, which they normally do.
Any questions right before I call for the vote? I mean, before I submit a request for a motion?
Make a motion to amend the subdivision regulations for dense lots to half an acre.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding 12C? There are none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Thank you, ma'am. Agenda item 13, we have our County Sheriff, Jim Stewart, Sheriff's Office Progress Report.
Good morning. For the month of March, we had 1,457 total calls. 497 of them were reportable, 960 of them were non-reportable calls. We had 59 livestock calls, 42 animal complaint calls, 15 mental health calls, and 11 burn bans. On those calls, we made 26 on-call arrests and 19 on-site arrests. Security checks for the month of March were 58. Patrol buys 550. Traffic code enforcement 512. Wrote 44 traffic citations, 4 misdemeanor citations, 2 burn ban citations, 3 animal complaint citations, and 1 livestock citation. For the month of March, there was 494 traffic warnings, 2 burn ban warnings, 2 animal complaint warnings, and 1 livestock warning. CID stats for the month of March, we had 10 closed cases, 72 new cases, for a total of 180 cases, new cases this year. Sent 1 case to juvenile probation, 19 to the county attorney's office, 9 to the district attorney's office. We had none cleared by arrest, 23 went to pending further investigation, 14 sex offender verifications, 10 compliance checks, and 2 cases filed. Criminal interdiction stats, OLS, for the month of March, had 23 felony arrests, 6 misdemeanor arrests, 133 traffic stops, 10 times the assisted patrol. Seized 1 weapon, had 3 days of county grant operations outside the county in Lavaca, 4 undocumented to Border Patrol. Seized 3.2 grams of methamphetamine, 462 ounces of THC oil, and 0.28 grams of cocaine. Jail and court security, average daily housing in jail 116, average daily intake was 3. Housed 5 for the marshal's office for a total of $12,780. 3 for Gonzales County for $5,580. Court security, they made 5 calls in the month of March, had 58 in-county transports, 31 out-of-county transports, 3 mental health transports, 4 medical appointment transports, had 2 court commitments, and 3 arrests.
Any questions of the sheriff? Thank you, Sheriff, appreciate it. All right, at this time, I'm going to be leaving the meeting. I have a funeral to attend. I'm going to be handing it over to Commissioner King. Got the easy part.
All right, going to agenda item 14, Don Plasik, Barnett, County Tax Assessor Collector monthly report. Y'all should have that. Very good on that. Agenda item number 15, Christina Mooch, County Treasurer, discuss and take action on the County Treasurer's financial report.
Good morning. What have you've been provided the Treasurer's report for the month of March. If there's any questions, let me know. As followed, we'll go into our checking account. You will see the beginning and ending balances, as well as our CDs. Then followed with our investments listed. Next page will show any outstanding debt that we have and continuing to pay on. And then ending the report with each fund listed with the transactions, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, with the transactions made with that month, during the month of March. I've also included the quarterly investment report from January through March. I can move on to that, but unless you have any questions for the month of March before I move on. On the quarterly investment report, I start off with the investments that we have within Tex Pool and Texas Class, starting with the beginning balance of January, any deposits, withdrawals, and interest earned with the March, ending balance with March 2026. You also see listed the interest, January, February, March, within Texas Pool and Texas Class, Tex Pool, Texas Class. Then our CDs, what the interest earned for those 3 months, as well as our checking accounts that do earn interest from January to March. Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the March financial report.
Second.
Motion's been made, seconded. Any questions? Discussion? Take a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Agenda item number 16, Jalen E. Bodiford, Human Resources Specialist, presentation of payroll and personal changes. Nothing. All right, good. Agenda item number 17, Henry O. Whitman, County Judge, Kristen Lavis, Interim County Attorney, discussion only, presentation.
Promotion, she's an auditor, not an attorney.
Auditor, not attorney. Thanks. Discussion only, presentation FY 25 Sheriff's Department Jail Commissioner Audit.
Pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 351.0415, I conducted an internal audit of the Sheriff's Office commissary accounts. The internal audit covered the periods October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025. The internal audit objectives consisted of Objective 1, ensuring accurate accounting for the inmate trust fund account to reflect deposit of funds and commissary purchases. Objective 2, verification that commissions paid to the Sheriff's Department and County Treasurer were in agreement with the terms and conditions of the external vendor contracts for the provision of the commissary products and inmate telephone services. Objective 3, validating that all expenditures made from the commissary profit fund into which net proceeds of the commissary were deposited complied with Local Government Code 351.0415C. Objective 4, a review of the inmate commissary plan to ensure compliance with Texas Administrative Code Title 37. Objective 5, review the monthly bank reconciliation for the 2 commissary bank accounts, inmate trust fund and commissary profit account, and to ensure existence of appropriate controls over funds. I've provided the final audit report to each of you, which includes all of the findings and recommendations. I have also met with the sheriff, commissary officer, and jail administrator to discuss the recommendations. And if you have any questions at this time, I'll answer any that you may have. like to point out, because it pertains to the court, y'all do have control over the inmate telephone contract, which is coming
up.
to be expired. So one of my recommendations is for y'all to discuss that with the sheriff to see if y'all would like to go out for bids. I believe that they're pretty happy with the contract that they have right now. That was signed back in August 28th of 23. So, and I believe that was the first contract that we signed.
Yeah, your email stated it was a 3-year contract, so.
Questions? Good. Anything else?
We need to accept it.
No, discussion on it. All right, moving on to agenda item number 18, Kristen Labus, interim county auditor. Discussion, as you were, discuss and take action on county
I
bills.
usually hand it to him so he doesn't break himself. I know. And then I'd have to work.
The bill total is $1,022,015.93. We do have some payments for Spall Glass going for the arena. This was prior to the collapse, so we're obligated for those, and that's for payments for February and March.
What were those items, does it say on there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What items were those for that were?
Are you asking the fund or?
No, I mean, what are they billing us for that they had done before the collapse?
It was Terracon and was it what it felt?
Geotechnical and.
Yeah, but questions over the bills? I'd like to make a motion.
Make a motion that we accept the bills as presented by Mrs. Lavas, the interim auditor, for the amount of $1,022,015.93.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Motion passes.
Setting this motion down.
Yeah. On there then. All right, so agenda item number 19, Commissioners Court. Announcements by Commissioners Court, status updates, information only. Commissioners, y'all got anything?
Just one thing. Go ahead.
I do not.
You do not. Okay. We all received that blessing of rain, and with rain comes trees falling over because of issues with the root systems if they're too heavy, and you get 5 or 6 or 7 inches of rain in there. Please reach out to your commissioners. Also, we did have some minor road damage in Precinct 4 that we have already addressed, but we encourage the public that you're our eyes and ears, and if you see something, please give us a call so that we can address it in a timely manner.
Right along with that, yeah, the roads got messy. With those slow rains, they get messy, so we're still working them in Precinct 2 as well. All right. Nobody's got anything else? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion been made, second it, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side. Ayes have it, adjourn.